Hi LEGO fans! It's Sunday the 14th of December and we're serving up 6 supremely spectacular super special Sunday surprises, simultaneously surfacing from behind door number 14 of every LEGO advent calendar. With 84 gifts judged and 60 still to come, every point matters in this increasingly tight race. The big story yesterday was City's dramatic recovery. They took a total of 7 points for their minifigure wearing a LEGO space holiday sweater. The alien was also kinda cute. On the other end of the scale, Frozen is looking a bit like a candle in the wind. They picked up the point of shame for this very basic candle build. As things stand in the race for Advent Calendar of the Year 2025, languishing in last with only 38 points is the Frozen calendar. With a 4-point advantage we have LEGO City, and also tying for 4th place is LEGO Friends. Minecraft sits in first with 51 points, and Star Wars has a 2-point advantage with 53. But our current leader with a 7-point advantage and 60 points is LEGO Harry Potter. That can all go wrong very quickly, so don't despair Minecraft and Star Wars fans. Let's jump to the chase and start tearing open those day 14 doors. We're starting out today with LEGO City, which is having a little bit of a resurgence. Hopefully that continues, because I do have a soft spot for LEGO City, so we are looking for door number 14. Let's see what goodness lies within, and what do we got today? We've got we got a spaceship. Not actually that bad looking. It actually looks like the Mission to Mars sets that I think came out a couple, maybe 3 or 4 years ago actually. Yeah, I mean it's a little space shuttle, isn't it? It's not, you know, gonna blow anybody away, but yeah, let's put this together and see if it flies. And so from LEGO City we have what appears to be a toy spaceship. This does look like it's modelled on one of those Mars themed sets. Famously, there are no cats on Mars. Curiosity killed them all. I also heard they found water on Mars. Now we just need to find some in Africa. Being very small, this reminds me of a baby spaceship. I guess we'll have to rock it to sleep. The rocket is built around a central core which provides plenty of studs for us to stick stuff to. Built into that core element is what looks like a rocket booster. Up front we find a cockpit made of a trans-clear cheese slope. There are wings on either side, and a fin on top, as well as an interesting orange element. The accents of sand blue and orange definitely make this gift pop. Festivity is definitely lacking here, but I do like the Mars theme as a subtle touch. Will this toy spaceship launch City higher up the rankings, or will it crash and burn before reaching orbit? We'll find out a little later in the video. Our next victim for today is LEGO Star Wars, which is having an okay year. I don't think the Droidsmith workshop really lends itself well to nice minifigures, so that's hurting them a little bit with the filler and the big brick-built droids. But let's get into door number 14 and see what today's offering is. And what is today's offering? You know what, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's some kind of robotic arm? Is it even on here? It is not, so I'm not certain. Looks like some kind of tool, or maybe a robotic arm if I can say it. Let's put this thing together and we shall try and figure it out. And so from LEGO Star Wars, we have what appears to be a mini robotic arm made mostly of Technic elements. I used to have a robotic arm to swap the game cartridges in my Nintendo. It was a game changer. Later I got one of those next generation consoles. It was time for a Switch, but disappointingly it broke and I had to get a Wii fund. The robotic arm looks very cool but doesn't have a lot of functionality. It stands on a sturdy base which provides a pivot point. Most of the robotic arm is made up of an L-shaped light grey Technic lift arm. It's attached to the base with a black Technic friction pin. This allows the arm to hold positions. The arm is equipped with some kind of suction cup for picking up stuff. Apart from being a cool looking robotic arm, I'm not sure this has any particular meaning within the Star Wars universe. Can this piece of Droidsmith technology help Star Wars pick up a few points today? We'll find out a little later, but for now, Minecraft. From LEGO Star Wars we're moving on to the ever-intriguing Minecraft calendar, which is teaching me a lot about Minecraft if nothing else. Let's punch open door number 14 and see what we can mine from behind this door. And what do we have here? I have no idea what that is. We've got one of the lamps which provide light, and then whatever the heck that is. You know what, I've absolutely no idea. I am going to have to put this together. I may need to use Google Lens to get somebody else's opinion on this, but yeah, let me find out and we'll be back in just a second. And so from the Minecraft calendar, we have what other people are describing online as a lectern, torch and bookshelf. I just finished writing a book on penguins. My publisher said it would have been better if I'd written it on paper. I stopped going to my local book club, They only met on Sundays and the book was always the same one. Speaking of which, a book fell on my head today. I only have my shelf to blame. The Lectern is quite a nice thing and definitely useful for some research. The best thing is this printed tile, which is relatively rare. Before now, it only appeared in the Enderman Tower set. Printed to look like an open book, it has some really nice metallics. The next component is what seems to be a bookshelf. I like the simple use of coloured bricks and plates. It's topped by a flaming torch made of a telescope, with trans yellow and orange elements making up the fire. Apparently bookshelves in Minecraft are essential for enchanting, so this should pair nicely with the enchanting table we got back on day 9. Will this literary collection help Minecraft climb the leaderboard, or will they remain firmly mid-table? We'll find out very soon. So an interesting gift from Minecraft. We certainly have some different stuff this year. Let's see what the boy wizard can conjure up to counter their efforts. And what do we have here? Oh, you know what? That's it's a 6-legged spider. Yeah. Well, I guess a Slytherin designed this. Yeah, you know what this is going to be? It's going to be one of these googly-eyed, cutesy versions of various things. We've seen Hedwig, we've seen Buckbeak. There's something else as well, I can't remember. But this is going to be Aragog the Acromantula, which is a terrifying thing, but LEGO seem to have done a good job of making this a little less triggering. So let's assemble this Acromantula and see how it looks. And so from LEGO Harry Potter, we have Aragog the Acromantula. I hear people in Iran are scared of spiders, but in Iraq, no phobia. Last week I killed a spider with a gun. I can't have an armed spider crawling around my house. The other day I found a spider in my shoes. He looked so stupid. They were way too big for him. This is another one of the dumbed down creatures with googly eyes. Aragog is about 6 eyes short, but does have a kind of cute appearance. He's also kind of lacking in the legs department. Instead of the usual 4, we have only 3 on each side. The thorax is kind of blocky, but I do like that textured brick up on top. It does kind of give the appearance of hair. The head is very simply constructed with a snot brick up front for attaching the eyes. Each one of the legs clips independently to the side of the spider. That does allow you to create some interesting poses. I did think it would be cool to turn this into a boggart spider, but the holes on the bottom of the feet are too small to attach roller skates. The end result is a cute little gift which hopefully won't trigger any arachnophobes. Will Aragog help Harry Potter maintain their lead, or will the spider get squashed by the competition? Let's head over to the car crash that is LEGO Friends. Next up we have the Heart Lake City Mafia, who seem to be very lacking in their criminal enterprises this year. Yeah, I usually like the Heart Lake City Mafia side story, but yeah, this is a very innocent sleepover calendar, which isn't doing my storytelling any good. So let's bust open number 14 and see what we got here. And oh, we got some kind of pink flame. Whenever something cannot be determined in LEGO Friends, it's usually a cat scratching post. I think this is what it's going to be. After receiving Diabito the morbidly obese cat yesterday, what more would we get, or what else would we get but a cat scratching post? So it has to be that. Nice little pink plume there, maybe a feather for the cat to swat at, but I imagine Diabito is way too lazy for that sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's a cat scratching post, but let's put it together and confirm that. And so it would appear LEGO Friends has committed the cardinal sin of breaking down what should have been a daily gift into 2 days. Today we get the cat scratching post, which should have come with Diabito the morbidly obese cat. The core of the build is the scratching post itself. This is 3 studs stacked on top of a jumper plate. Reminds me of the time I got scratched by my cat. Me? Ow! At the top of the post, and probably too high for Diabito to bother with, we have a dark pink feather. Speaking of feathers, I put my hand in a pillow yesterday. I was feeling down. The gift is built on a 2x3 pink plate. As well as a scratching post, the build incorporates a light blue jumper plate. Confirming this truly is a multi-day gift, the jumper plate provides a perfect place for Diabito to sit. It's a colourful gift and is very LEGO Friends. But can we forgive them for splitting what is clearly a 1-day gift over 2 days? Will Friends claw their way higher up the rankings, or will this scratching post send them tumbling down the leaderboard? I think we should go seek out our last gift. And finally, our last calendar is this year's whipping boy, Frozen. Let's see if they can do something, hopefully behind door number 14, to redeem themselves and get away from that bottom place. And I think the answer here is going to be a no. What the heck have we got here? Alright, we got a letter. Probably a strongly worded letter from the designers complaining about my criticism. And then I think that's a bell. Is it a bell just hanging from a... It looks like the Liberty Bell, which is in my city. So Yeah, I'm not terribly excited about this, so let's put it together and then we should judge it with our usual extreme prejudice. And so today's final gift from Frozen is a bell complete with letter. I stole the letter P from a pirate once. He was irate. You'd think a pirate's favourite letter would be R, but their first love is always the C. The letter is a nice printed element complete with wax seal, but I have no idea what this has to do with a bell. The bell itself looks a little bit like the Liberty Bell in my home city Philadelphia. It's just missing the crack. I hear the person who invented knock knock jokes was awarded a Nobel Prize. The bell is made from a total of 8 Lego elements. These incorporate telescopes for the uprights, and 3 clips including one to hold the bell. Will this bell ring in some points for Frozen, or will the letter deliver bad news in the scoring? I think it's time to find out. And so we have all 6 supremely spectacular Sunday selections from behind door number 14 of every LEGO Advent Calendar. From LEGO City we got a toy spaceship, Star Wars contributed a robotic arm, and Minecraft gave us a Lectern bookshelf and torch. From Harry Potter we got Aragog the not-so-terrifying Acromantula, and then Friends committed the Cardinal Sin of giving us the cat-scratching post the day after the cat. Finally from the Frozen calendar we got a bell and letter. But which one of these sensational Sunday surprises deserves to help Aragog catch flies in the Forbidden Forest, and which deserves to have a vicious scratching session with Diabito the morbidly obese cat? Let's award some points! In last place, earning the point of shame for LEGO Friends, is the cat scratching post. Combined with the cat yesterday, things could have been very different. 5th place and 2 points goes to LEGO Star Wars for the robotic arm. With limited functionality, this just doesn't excite me. 4th place and 3 points goes to Frozen for the bell and letter. It's a nice looking thing, but I don't really see the point. 3rd place and 4 points goes to LEGO City for the toy spaceship. Yes, it's filler, but I do like the nod to the Mars theme. Today's runner-up, earning 5 points for Minecraft, is the Lectern bookshelf and torch. It's a fairly substantial build and I like the printed element, but not quite as much as I fell for the cuteness that is Aragog the Acromantula. This brick-built spider earns Harry Potter 6 points and gift of the day. Now which of these gifts deserves the festive bonus point? None of this stuff is very festive. Out of sheer desperation, I'm going to declare that the bell is festive, and Frozen gets a festive bonus point. But do you agree with today's scores? Do I deserve to have an enchantment cast on me for denying Minecraft first place? Or do I deserve to become Diabito's next victim for giving LEGO Friends the point of shame again? As always, do please share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. I do read them all, and I respond to as many as I can. Now down to important business with the spreadsheet of truth. How is that leaderboard looking for Advent Calendar of the Year 2025? In last place with 42 points is Frozen. Just about avoiding bottom place with 43 points and a 1 point gap are those LEGO Friends. Pulling away from the losers at the bottom, LEGO City is now in 4th place with 46 points. Having a particularly bad run in 3rd place with 55 points is Star Wars. Minecraft remains a strong contender in 2nd place with 56 points. But somehow, possibly due to witchcraft, Harry Potter has extended his lead with a massive 66 points. Statistically, Harry will hold on to 1st place tomorrow, but after that, anything could happen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash that like button, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for a magical, marvellous Monday. Stay safe, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow.